and welcome to Off Track Monday. Can you guys hear me okay? Because my counterpart is MIA at the moment. He might be pop in. He's had to work closer away from home this week, so he's not at the house. 5 times 5, loud and clear, 10 expense. So welcome to Off Track Monday. So far, we haven't fallen off, and we have lots of guests. I see quite a few here. Hey, Mr. Hunter, you're at the bottom of the pile. Mr. Brad Lavajet, welcome, sir. Ken, hey, Sean Pennywise, Truck Schreiber, welcome, sir. Don't mind me for pronouncing your names wrong. Well, that's good, Hunter. You're in Campbellville. I want to get there one day. And our good friend Hot Dog Pilot Andy, Stormy Sky Productions, welcome. We have Ken, Floyd Robbins, hello Floyd. Sean Pennywise, Valley 56XX, welcome. Ronald Rondeau, spends too much. Who else we got? We got Mark from Eminem Ray. Dave Hughes, and Dave Hughes got the cookie. He didn't want to share though. Hey, Deep Run Mike. Who else we have in here? And there's Darren from Canadian Local Logistics. Welcome, Darren. Deep Run Railroad Mike. Welcome, sir. Now, I'm not sure if you guys heard the news, but the CN Rail had a major rail derailment on the Grimsby sub this morning. I'm not sure how many tankers, but at least 10 tankers and 2 hoppers are on the side, and there's no track left. Okay, Floyd, thanks. So we'll catch Mike after he gets settled at home at this his accommodation for the night. But yeah, so they're still investigating what caused the derailment, but it is didn't look good. Their CP24 posted a drone shot of the incident. It's pretty messy, and there's no rail. There's not much track left in that little corridor. As they call it, a zigzag effect. That's not good, Andy. Now, a couple of things we're going to work on. I'm doing a test. I'll burn the camera. You can see it. But I got a new C36-7 Burlington Northern Rail Rapido locomotive. Right now, I have it running with, I counted 17 cars pulling. I'm going to turn as you can see it on the camera here. It comes around. I got it set at speed notch 12. It seems to be pulling with no issues. Welcome, RDGK1SE 3019. Welcome, sir. Who else we have in here? Who else? I missed that. Hey, Montana Northern, welcome. Welcome to the chat. So you can see that one coming through now on the camera view. So that's a C36-7. Burlington Northern Rapido. I do have that locomotive in a C30. It's on my turntable track. And so it's running quite good. And I'm going to try and add more cars to this train, so how many cars we can pull. Because I can figure we can get more than 17. But it's I like it. You can't even hear it run. I turned the noise down. We should turn the noise on for Mike. Oh, Brad, it's a beautiful engine. You haven't seen his brother. It's on the turntable. I'll turn the other camera on in a minute. I'll show you the others that are on the turntable right now. So yeah, I really like this C36. But I'll turn the sound that you can hear. I'll turn this camera around. We'll come around the other area. And Mark, it's on my wish list. I am waiting until I get my SW9s. Yes, I was checking around yesterday. It's variable in pricing. The low end $315, a high end of $370, and then you can get, if you buy another store, but the stores that I know of is in that range. Oh, that's good, Floyd. You had a chunk of chunks out of your head. As long as you left your brains there, you're happy. Pay for your. What switch did you get, Mark? But yeah, they are available. The Blue Devil is on my wish list. And knowing me, I'm going to buy it from the place that sells the lesser price. And it's $315. Oh, the Santa Fe switcher. SW9 switcher. Yeah, I'm waiting for my my SW9s in TH&B. So let me turn this. Let me turn this other one here. So it's going to come into camera view again. Now I do have a volunteer to help us tonight. So be nice to this guy. Don't treat him badly. He's the mic replacement, because Mikey will show up tonight, but just got to give him a few minutes to travel down the highway. We don't have any toads in this world. I didn't know we had toads. Todd, they're calling you a toad.
Hey, that must be Mark.
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
from the dark.
Andy, I can take any amount of TH&B you can throw at me. I was checking the count yesterday. If I get these new SW9s, I will have 14 switchers. Only 14. Well, I'm glad you're doing okay now, Floyd. And I heard you had a guest today playing with trains. Did you check his pockets before you left? But so that's that C30-C-7. Burlington Northern, DCC and Sound, repeater. And it's not struggling at all. It's a speed step 12, and it's going up my incline without any difficulties. But I'll turn the camera. I'll show you its brother. Let me change cameras here. It's right there in camera view there. Hey, Mr. Chris, go home. Welcome. So that is the C30-7. I forget I think that's the GP39, the other Burlington Northern I have there. But it is a nice locomotive. It really runs nice. What did Floyd say? I guess so. Sparky has turned into a mug. Look at that fancy sticker. It's coming. I'm watching the chat on my tablet. There's a bit of delay from the my computer to the tablet. There's a slight delay in the video. I wish I can get rid of the video and just watch the chat. But when I watch the chat on my laptop, I only see about 6 people. I get more viewing tablet. But go back to this camera view. Here we are. It's a nice I can just for Andy. Just for Andy, because he misses GHB. World 2. Before I get too far, I gotta move more than more. 401. But I will have a collision.
Uh-oh.
Don't want that.
Gonna have a cornfield meet?
Yeah. Well, it just like moved out of the way, and it's on the it's half on the track I want to use.
Oh, okay.
So I just got to move it forward a bit. Just to get it past into my bypass lane.
Oh, yes.
And then I can bring it around.
Are you putting the big Burlington away?
Oh no, I don't need to run. I'm gonna add more
Are you gonna throw some more cars on?
Oh, I have some more cars on. Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
We're gonna test it out. But I figured Andy needed to see some train.
Yeah.
Got these
Andy.
two in a consist. And this is consist is done Sparky style. So you program your locomotive the same road number and you just pull them in forward direction.
Good idea.
And I have my my yellow safety clean tankers, which are Rapido, and the proto green tankers are Walters.
Right on.
I have a buffer car in the front and a buffer car behind, and I have a caboose.
Happy birthday, Floyd.
Right now, in about a couple minutes. Just coming in. There we go. Let me get rid of this off the.
Happy birthday, Floyd. Happy birthday to you.
Brad's birthday was the other day too.
Who's Brian?
Brad.
Oh, Brad. Happy birthday, Brad. Happy belated.
Yeah.
And Chris's son, I believe.
Yeah, so Brad, he purchased the kit. He liked it so much. I'm off work for 2 weeks. Fantastic. Hey, welcome, GRE 2057. So the THB is running, and the Burlington Northern is running.
You don't have KDs on all your cars, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, do you? I thought.
Wherever the factory puts them on.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah.
They're not KD, like
So
they're not the metal KDs. They might be some Rapido,
It might be,
some
yeah.
Catherine, some Walthers.
some of these cars are on this layout that's running. They're in Walters Proto. I bought them almost 5 years ago, and I
Holy
never
cow.
put them on until I moved here. Here.
Wow.
I had
Oh,
them
wow,
boxed up I had them boxed up to move,
Yeah.
and I had to find them when I moved here.
Huh.
Hey, Pine Valley, welcome. So yeah, they're made for, some of them are plywood cars, but they're so there's a name for the type of car it is. The manufacturer, I forget top of my head right now.
Oh, okay.
They make the well cars too. The company makes the well cars.
Thrall?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, that's what sounds familiar.
Yeah, Thrall did a lot of large store boxcars for wood.
Yeah,
shipment.
so I have them, and they run really nice.
Nice.
I
Well,
really
there's
like them.
Brian.
That's when
Brian
I was
Kirkwood.
working, and I had a little extra money to play with. Hey, Mr. Cross Rails.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you're not involved with that derailment down in Niagara. But we had to go out to Burlington and Oakville today. And so we had to make a stop in Burlington to have lunch. And right by the Harvey where we sat, me and Todd sat one time, is a perfect spot for viewing GO Train. I saw 2 trains waiting there today having lunch.
Excellent.
Oh yeah. So yeah, guys don't know. My wife is a singer, and she belongs to a group called the Welsh Ladies Chorus. Well, they created a smaller group from that group, and they go to the Trafalgar Hospital at least 3 times in the spring and 3 times in the fall, and they perform for the patients that are inbound who can't get out of the hospital. And they're there for about an hour and a half. Vice girls, no. She gets free parking. That's her payment. And I'm the driver, so I get to sit in the parking lot and hopefully I can see some from trains, or I chat on my phone. But that's what she does. She belongs to the Welsh Ladies Chorus. There's about 45 members in that group, and the other group, they have 14. And they have no musical instrument at all. They're strictly a cappella. But the patients do enjoy the entertainment. So we're glad for that. Hey, DMRJ, welcome. Okay, our buddy Todd's got to run away for a second.
Run away.
Run away. Let's see what else we got in the chat here. Mr. Squirrel, welcome. Yeah, acapella. Yeah. They had one fella in a wheelchair today following them around where they went to sing, and they decided to give that fella a private performance before they left, and he was overjoyed. So there's no complaints from him. But yeah, my wife sings a cappella. So that's my my Burlington Northern. And, you saw I do have some Santa Fe's on the layout too. I haven't run them for a while, but I'm gonna go and put more cars onto that train. See if we can pull it. And then we're gonna talk about, I have an idea for an expansion project. And some of the ideas I've been talking to our good buddy Mark M&M Rails. Hey, welcome, Chris. Model Train Aficionado, welcome. Hey, Rail Artist, thank you, sir. And there's our good buddy Artie. Welcome, Artie. Expansion, yes, expansion. Just more for storage. I'm out of cars. Okay. This is trying to figure a way to store cars so I don't have them in drawers. So let me rotate this camera around. See if you can see things. This camera here. So I'm going to turn this camera a bit more. See if you can see this. So you can see the cars. So I'm going to stop that train over there, and I'm going to add cars to that train. You can see me from here. Take the caboose. Just add some CN into the mix. And go around. This one car doesn't like the couple very well. There we go. Reverse it. See how that works out. That is 20 cars now. Let me turn this camera back around. So that's hey Chuck, welcome. So that's 20 cars plus a caboose. And I had a slight derailment. Hang on. Going through my frog. Okay, let's see. I think we're back in business now. Hey, Mr. John, Skill Career Valley, welcome. Happy birthday. Hey, spends too much. Yeah, I find that my EB1 brakes are very sensitive, and if the trip pin hits the frog, I get a short out condition. Hey, Papa John, welcome. So if I usually I get a chance, I cut those things off. Okay, we'll bring Todd back into the picture.
Hey,
Hey, you're still there. You didn't run away on me.
I know. Thanks.
I had a derailment, and I caught the trip pin, caught the frog, and shorted out the system.
Oh boy. Okay. And you got 20
There's
cars on now?
Trackside Mike.
Oh, trackside Mike's in?
Well, he's in the chat.
Okay.
So he must have stopped his truck somewhere. And there's Mr. James 2, Frog Flange, welcome. So far that C36-7 is doing a great job of running trains. It's pulling
Okey-dokey.
20 cars
Nice.
plus the caboose.
Excellent.
And I think I took the caboose off and I set up the cars. So it's not on right now. Not a problem, James. Welcome to the stream. Happy birthday, Floyd. Hey, happy birthday, Floyd. Yesterday was my mother's birthday. She's been gone 30 years in February. So far, we're not having any track issues except for my trip pin. And I'm going to try to experiment with the frogs this year. I have some insulating paint from work, and I'm going to paint the inside of the frog and see if that buys me a few seconds of track time.
That's not a bad idea because pretty much everything you operate now has keep alives in it, right?
Yes.
So it can go over a gap and just keep going.
Yeah. It's just that it's because the EB ones are sensitive, and I don't want to. I don't want to start cranking up the current limits and then really have a short that causes problems.
No.
And I know the short is the trip. I had today with the setting up the C36.
Oh yeah.
It was coming through the frog out of the turntable, and it hit it and it shorted out. It's like got rid of it and no problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so far the trains are running really well.
Sounds to me like you might want to start clipping the trip pins off.
Well, I'm going to start trimming all of them, but it takes
Yeah.
time.
It takes longer than doing your toenails, that's for sure.
Now, I got to turn this other camera around. I did have it set up. I'm going to show you something for this expansion idea I have. And I gave some of this idea to Mark. And at the time, room is always an issue. So I'm going to try and see if I can show you on paper what my thoughts are for this expansion project. My big issue I have in the train room is I want trains on the layout. I want to get to them quickly. If they go in the drawer, they stay in the drawer. So we'll see what we can do. The only problem, you won't see the trains, but I'm going to show you something. Let me turn this camera around, Todd.
Okie doke.
And so I'm not sure how to make me bigger. Or maybe through here. No, not that one.
That one.
Lost you. There.
Ooh, there we go.
Lose. There we are. You watch the chat and I'll watch the drawing. So
Okay.
in front of me, you'll see this is my curve on my layout. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a switch at the back side of the layout and run a branch off that there. When you follow the track, this is the edge of my bench work.
Mark wants to know if that's your cassette.
That's not my cassette.
No.
This is the track to get to the cassette.
Oh, okay.
So this is a switch right here. So this is this track is what I call my staging track at the back of the layout. I have a locomotive parked on it and it stays there. So it's an access to it. That outside third track is the third track to the bridge. So I need to get the track to the edge of the bench work. So I want 2 tracks. So the idea is anybody looked in school and you have a library cart. So say this is I'm going to see if you can see this. This is my bench work. Can you see that okay? So this is the floor.
Yeah.
That's the floor. So that track that I've done.
Like Mark's bench work.
Is that like Mark's bench work?
Yeah, kind of.
Is there? He's in the picture now. So, the idea, a library cart. If you ever seen a school, they roll around in the aisles of the library and they have 4 or 5 shelves and they put books on them. So now imagine the library cart with wheels. This end is going to remain open. And we'll put a shelf in here. We'll just draw 3 for now. Each of these shelves is your cassette. And the idea of a cassette is from an end view, if you can see that, that's the end of the cassette. And you have a piece of track here and a piece of track here. You build the cassette so your rolling stock can't fall over. You want to control the movement. And you don't have to have 2-inch track center. It's fine.
Hello, Robin.
And what I would do is I would make it 3 feet long, a length of track. You buy it. And what I'll probably transition, because I'll probably use Code 100 for the cart. And I'll just make a transition on the layout to connect. So the cassette is going to be U-shaped shelf. One end is going to be open. The other end is going to be closed off. And what I'll do, I'll put some foam at the end of the cassette so the couplers don't touch it and the train hits the foam so you don't damage any couplers on the end of your train. And at the other end, I will drill a hole and I'll put a pin to the side of the cassette through here so the train can't move. I also thought the idea of a pin going down this way, but I haven't found one that is easy to put in yet. I'm looking though. So the cassette, the rack is made so it's 6 inches wide, and you have the base is going to be say 12, 15 inches, got very stable. And I'll make a cover for it so I can cover it when I'm not using it to keep the dust off. And the top rack, the top will be open, and I'll make it so the cassettes will store on the shelving standards, so designed specifically for that cart. And the top, if you ever seen them, they're called, you can buy roller bearings. They're flat for conveyors. You put them on the top, and you slide the cassette into the side of the benchwork. And I'll use the same dowels that I've used for years on my lift out, and I'll make it so that connects, and I'll make sure the track is perfectly. You'll have to do some tweaking because the track can be held. But I'm thinking of cutting 1/8 inch plywood and gluing it to the cassette, and then I will slide the track on each side of that plywood so it don't move. So you see the end view here again. Let me turn another page here.
How many tracks do you figure you could get on a cassette?
The thing is, I can fit in the height of the layout. So if you have a box car, you're going to need about 3.5 inches of space. So my bench is 40 inches. So it's going to be divide 40 inches by 3 inches. You might have 7 tracks, 7 cassettes.
Oh, 7 cassettes. But how wide are they? How many tracks on each one? Or?
Two per cassette.
Oh, okay.
2-inch track centers.
Okay.
You gotta think of handling and storage space.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a spot
Space is the final
tunnel
frontier
that I built, so my cart will park below the marked M&M mine tunnel
on its 5-year mission,
and it'll collect there. And what did Dave say?
Oh, that there was a cassette that had a piece of wood across it with couplers attached to the wood.
Okay.
So when the cars went in, they hooked right up to the couplers so they wouldn't move.
Oh, that's an idea too.
Yeah, that's cool. I've never seen that.
This is an idea that I've had, and it's going to take some building for starters. But and also too, if I can figure a way of making so the shelves that support the cassettes on a slight angle, 2 degrees, that's all it needs, so that the cassette can't slide off.
Oh, right.
Because I'm going to make it so there's some sort of way of locking him in on the shelf.
Sure.
But I like the idea of these bearings on top, and you slide the cassette into position. You lock it in place with some sort of turnbuckle to hold in place, and grab the trains, pull them off. You got 2 trains on. You have 2 tracks, 2 trains. So I'm not sure how many cars, but a 3-foot length of track could hold at least 5 40-foot boxcars, I would think. Maybe 4. I have to measure exactly and see how many cars you would get. But the idea is, like, you can make it 3 tracks if you want it. And I'm not sure if I have enough space to add another turnout to get 3 tracks on my layout. That's my only thought that I was having trouble with.
Well, you wouldn't need to, though, would you? You could just slide the cart over and line up another track with the.
Yeah, but I'm going to try and isolate that. When you start moving a cart over, you're realigning everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to hook it up, pull a train off, walk away.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to have more than 2 tracks, then you need space to have. You need 3 tracks to exit.
Yeah, and then there's no walking away.
If if we say we can find a three-way Y, they're hard to find by. Maybe that would work.
Yeah.
But that's an idea, though, that the space is controlling your track. But if you want it, if you get it too big, then it makes it heavier and unstable. I want to stabilize it, and I figured if the bottom of the base is 14, 16 inches wide, then I don't have a lot of rocking.
Right.
And because be on wheels, I just gotta pull it out with a handle, push it into its receiving dowels, and pull the cars off. Put my switches to use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Your SW9s or your NW2s.
That's right. We can power is quite. I can use the same power principle that I use for my lift out for the turbo tunnel. Well, that's right, Mark. That's the thing about.
Don't knock it over, Mark.
I want to make it so they don't move. See, a Stormwich guy stuck for popping in. But that's my idea is build the box, the cassette, so the trains can't move. They don't have to be full height, but you put them up so you cover half the boxcar.
Yeah.
You cover half the boxcar or the rolling stock of some sort, and you make the cassette so there's like the car can't bounce off the track.
Right.
If you look at here, I don't have turn this camera up here or not. But you have, if you can see that in that camera view, if you kept it a quarter inch away, it's not going to fall off the rail. So the idea is you don't want any room for the rolling stock to move off its rail. And of course, you're going to have to pick them up and move them, but you don't want them to be too heavy. But the idea, you pick them up, you set them on its rack, and you roll them into place. Have you ever seen commercial conveyors? They used to have these ball bearings. They're like a 1-inch ball bearing. I think it's smaller ones too, and they just slide on these bearings. So I figured I can use them for the module, the cassette. Slide, lock in place, and just slide it into the track. Lock it.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts, and I can always add more cassettes as I get more cars. And I don't have many trains here. I only got a dozen or two. Todd, you think?
Yeah. Well, you got a dozen on the layout now, but you got more.
Do I have more? Oh yeah. I found 3 more boxcars that haven't opened up yet. They're still in the box.
Yeah. You got your well, you're gonna have lots more Go trains soon.
Yeah, I gotta pre-order more. It's
And
on my list. It's on the list. You got
your Via train.
Yeah, I got the Via. Now that's another challenge about passenger cars, and that's something I want to look at. I was looking at today. I want to make sure that problem turnout I have is actually a 24-28. Because I couldn't tell from the package. It looked close, but I'm going to make up a template from any rail and print it off and have a good look at it. And if it's not the right one, I'm going to make a few changes there on that curve turnout. Because I know 2 brand new repeatable coaches, the trucks popped off right at the frog.
Yeah, we need to change the couplers because those coaches have the short coupler on the one end.
Yeah. So
we need to put long couplers on both ends.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to work on when I get into decent weather and get some material and build it up. but just going to be plywood, nothing fancy. I'm going to use good, clean, smooth, like a cabinet grade type plywood that's smooth. And so I'm
Salted
going to
birch?
paint it. Yeah, I don't have to have the high end birch. I'm just going to buy paint grade birch,
Okay,
and I'll just sand it and paint it, and away you go.
sure.
I just got to figure a way how I'm going to hold the cassettes so they don't move too much on the
Yeah,
cart.
what you're going to
Only
pin them
gonna
down
park
with.
the cart. I have a spot in the training room where I built a tunnel, a hole in the wall, as we called it. My first started the layout. There's a space right there that I can park the cart. I'll fill the cassettes with trains, and I'll
and
try and
park it,
space it out.
park it on the other side of the wall?
No, I can't. No room there. There's too much stuff in the way.
Oh, okay.
It's got to go where I have some shelving in the way. I'll jiggle that around. But I think the idea will work out. I just got to look for the bearings for that. I'll check Amazon. If not, I'll be heading down to Duke Electric and see what I can order through Duke.
Great.
Yeah. What did Chris say? Yeah,
Oh.
I'm thinking of a way of a pin that goes through the car at the front of the cassette, so you can't move. But you have to custom fit the holes for each cassette. But I can do the drilling on a drill press, and I will control the hole so it's straight. And just slide in, and away you go. So I don't want them to move. Anyone have my same problem? What is your problem? Trains, planes, and automobiles.
He says he has issues still with his low boys.
What are these low boys?
I don't know.
There's
Like maybe
David in the chat too. Welcome, David.
maybe like well cars or something.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
not sure either. But yeah. But that is what I'm thinking anyhow. Like if you look, I draw it. This is the top of the cassette. Turn it back in here. So if this is the cassette, and I'll glue in a piece of plywood in the center, so I know it's straight. And then I'll mount the track so the ties butt to the edge of the plywood. And they can't move. And I'll probably glue them in. That way I don't have to worry about it moving on me. Because I find when you start nailing track, the nails take the least resistance and they could shift the track over a bit. And I want to try and keep them straight. But that's the idea. And if I have to, I can put another piece of plywood on the outer edge. So this is the track here. So the track can't move. It stays permanently. And 3 feet. You can use any kind of track. Atlas, Pico, Walters, even used track. But that's my thoughts. Any questions from the peanut gallery? Back.
James, you can have a little stop pin to hold the cars in, and the justification pin pulls it out of the way when you connect the cassette.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. All
Oh,
kinds of
there's
ideas.
There's
And
Anthony
that's the
Borden.
idea about what we do here. Hey, Anthony Borden. I didn't catch you earlier. So far, the C36 is not having any issues pulling 20 cars. It's handling it without any difficulty. You can give a report to Jason. He built a good locomotive.
Okay. I will tell him tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Hey, Anthony Borden, welcome.
He's
So-
he's heading out to California with Jordan next week.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't. So is Mikey gonna hide out rest of the evening, or is he gonna come on board?
I don't know. I don't know where he is. He's not in the basement here.
He was driving to his accommodations.
Yes.
Yeah, Dave, that's the thing. It could be expanded to fit other cars. That is correct. Because you figure 3 passenger cars, they're going to be more than 3 feet. That's possible. Because the cart that I'm having is open-ended at one side, technically I could make it longer. Hey, Moonsville, welcome. Yeah, you're the down under dude. Yeah, we're already here too.
G'day, Mon.
Your brother in arms is here somewhere. But yes, that's quite possible. You can design a cassette to suit what you have. And being open-ended, I can go a bit longer. But I want to be able to have a length that you can grab easily, set on top. Just have to figure out how I'm gonna lock them in so they don't move. That's the only thing. I have a couple ideas, but it's not on paper yet. So I build it because I thought of the shelving storage rack. I thought if I can make the support brackets a slight angle, like 2 or 3 degrees, so that the cassette slides into it, and have a decent base on the cart so you don't have tipping. And it's going to be parked against a wall anyhow, so it won't go anywhere. And in theory, I could get some paving bricks and put on the bottom just to add some extra weight on the bottom so the cart comes stable. But the construction of the cart is quite simple. You know, it's a piece of plywood from the back to hold the shelf uprights. So I think of the hey, Mr. Anthony Dodge, model train outsider. Welcome, sir.
Hello, Sir Anthony.
And
Knight of the Rhombus.
yeah. So if like the cart I'm gonna build be custom fitted to my layout, but the concept I think will work for anybody. Just matter of building it.
You putting big wheels on or casters or?
I'm gonna probably use 2-inch casters.
Okay.
They move pretty. That's what I used before around here. I have a cart right here. It's got inch caster. It moves quite freely.
That's true.
You look, it's moving quite well.
Yeah.
I'll get more of those. So this here is stable. This cart here.
Oh yeah.
I made this computer cart idea from the scrap lumber from my layout. The column it supports it. That came from my outfeed stand for my drill press.
Oh, okay.
It's laminated 2x4s that I milled and planed to a square before we moved here when I had a woodworking shop.
Right.
I don't have that luxury no more, so I gotta work with the equipment I have.
Right.
but I might want to get my drill press reassembled. I have it here. I have an antique drill press that I've had probably 15 years.
Okay.
Well, it was built in late 60s. It's a Rockwell, made in Canada.
Cool.
I might want to reassemble it. There's our buddy Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, he's on the road. He's trying to keep the oil flowing for us.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm not sure he's doing a good job yet, but he's trying. What did Anthony Borden say? Do you see? I've ordered a station for my layout, Anthony, but it's not the. I'm not sure of the new one. If you watched the live from last week, Mikey had a train station that he got from Mark, M&M Rails, and that kit was a gas station. So I'm going to convert the gas station kit into my train station. There's our buddy Mike. Yes, sir, James. What are you going to do? You're going to come on board? Or are you going to sleep and sleep? So I'm using the gas station kit for my train station bus shelter. And I have it on order. Well, Nanico is a home of Stelco Lake Erie Works. Know it quite well. Spent many hours keeping that place running. Yeah, that too.
You should go and help him.
No, I'm retired. I offered to do paperwork at Duke Electric, but I haven't gone back to volunteer again. No, it's not, James. It's not bad. I know we used to fix the traction motors from the switchers from the Hamilton Works when you can find parts for them, because they're rare to find parts for those old switchers. What else we got? Oh, Andy, you're back. I didn't know you had left. Welcome. So let's turn this camera over so you can see trains run. So if anybody's got any questions, ideas about the cassette storage rack, let me know. I got a few. It's a while before I get to building this. I hope to have the framework done before the end of the summer. I can always do the finishing in the winter, but I can't do the big work in the winter. I need to work in the garage with my table saw. Yeah. But I think the idea will work. I don't have it. I had a tape measure here. Just curiosity. I got 3 coaches here. Passionate coaches. Repeato.
Hey, James.
Yes.
How long is your lift out section?
Which one?
You know, the one that lifts up so you can get in and out?
This guy here is 30.5 inches. The other lift out is a bit more. I can't get because the train's running, but three coaches end to end is 3 feet long.
Right.
So I measure 40-foot box cars.
I was just thinking, what about having your
6
cassette
foot.
just lift up your lift up and have your cassette fit in right there?
But then I can't run trains.
Oh, you want to run trains and have the cassette hooked up?
Yeah, I don't want to disturb the train running.
Oh, okay.
But 6 40-foot box cars is 3 feet.
Oh, cool.
5 cars. 5. Yeah, no, 6. 3 feet. If you measure like containers, easily getting 12 cars, you're getting 3 per.
Sure.
So you got lots of options.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's doable. And this is my antique tape measure. It's a 175-year-old edition they made.
Nice.
And it's made for Americans because it has no metric on it. I'll show the end of it here.
Wow, look at that. 1 millimeter.
Yeah, that's right, Anthony Borden. That's another option too. Yes. Put them on the bottom and they slide the shelf in. Yes, that's another idea I have. Yeah, this is a Stanley. It's a special edition I bought for the anniversary of it.
Nice.
It had no metric on it whatsoever. This is Imperial Rules tape measure, which I like. And it's for the train room. So
Nice.
lots of possibilities, yeah. Using drawer slides on their flat, and you slide the cassette into position. That's right. But if I could find, if I could design that area to add a third track exiting, then I'll look into that. But I'm also thinking too, if I did that track on the layout and I use a diamond crossing through that area, then I can still use the that area for industry too. And Walters is bringing out diamond crossings in the fall, so it's another opportunity to make that area more versatile, and I can tweak the track to suit the diamonds.
Right. Wow.
Hey, Moonsville, I'm sorry. I'm a Canadian. I was born on imperial measurement. I was forced into metric when I finished high school. I still measure wood in imperial. In my world of electric motors, our critical dimensions and bearing fits are in thousandths of an inch, imperial measurement. That's right. Well, in the world of electric motors, critical fits for bearings is not metric. It is imperial. But I do like this to wake up the controllers. They fall asleep.
Uh-oh.
Well, they have a timeout zone.
Yeah.
And so they go to sleep. So I just got to wake them up. And they stop. Yeah. So they're awake.
Well, speaking of awake, I think I got to get going.
Okay,
out of the basement. Sorry, buddy.
no problem, buddy. I'll kick you out.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good one.
You too.
And get it. I gotta move you down. Here we go.
Down, down, down.
And Todd's gone. I know, I grew up with that. The only thing now you gotta consider when it comes to material, plywood is 18 millimeter, and they make router bits to fit 18, 19. I know it's hard, but I was raised on imperial measurement, and that's the way it's going to be. But in the world, like I said, in electric motor service area, our bearings are metric. Even in the U.S., they're metric. But the critical dimension for a fit is thousandths of an inch. And I haven't seen our buddy Sparky yet. So if I say Sparky 3 times, he's going to pop out. And I see we have Denny in the chat. Welcome, Denny. And so now you've seen the C-36 train running for an hour nonstop. What do you think of it? Well, there he is. There's our buddy Sparky. And there's our good buddy Denny. Welcome, Denny. I will wait for the 3rd time. Okay, Sparky. My buddy. You know, if we didn't have Sparky, I'd be lost. When it comes to the YouTube world and train world, he's the first guy I met. It's because of him I have my NCE system. And I got that at Otter Valley Railroad. So he's our buddy. He's our buddy. Yeah, and they call me out for rookie. And that is all it takes to say mine. Yeah, that's right. So, your opinion on the C-36-7? On a score of 1 to 10, what is your thoughts? There's Trackside Mike. He's still here. But is our good friend Andy still here, or did he fall asleep because he's in the UK world at the time zone? Okay, John, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. I'm not sure who's live on tomorrow. Maybe Dave Thurber tomorrow. Yeah, I think he's staying in Simcoe, yes. And I think Denny is live on Thursday. Jim Cadesco is live on Thursday, 6 o'clock. And I think Wednesday is Cap Crew Wednesday. And I think our good friend Heath is live on Wednesday. Okay, Colonel Cottonbelt. Okay, thanks, John. Appreciate it. And I believe tomorrow, I'm not sure if Dave Scott goes live on Tuesday, but he's normally live on Friday. Well, that's good, Sparky. I'm gonna have to run the cancer train again soon. I have 3 friends of mine in the railroad world with fighting cancer. I still want to catch trains on the Hamilton sub. So far, it's hit and miss. So I'm gonna go out again in the afternoon. I'm gonna park my car by the pumping station in Waterdown and see if I can catch a train. Yeah. Well, that's good, Anthony Dodge. Yeah, it is. I've caught it a few times. Just I drive over to Newman Street Bridge, and then catching the train mid-power, and I just get that's all I get. But I don't want to park there too long on the bridge because it may get people cranky at me. But I can park at the pumping station and sit there on the concrete abutments, and I'm in the safe zone of the tracks, not crossing, I guess, trespassing on property. Good night, Mike. Yeah, we're going to end it pretty soon. I got to go spend time with my wife. It's been a long day for her, too. But I want to thank everybody for popping in. I want to thank my buddy Todd for helping me out today while Mike recovers from working. And we'll go from there. So we'll see you next Monday. Hopefully Mike's around, and I'll be on his channel Monday, 7 o'clock. And have a good one, guys. Now, I don't know if these videos that Mike could give, no. Okay, Floyd, you have a good night. And hey, Thomas Grassi, thank you. Thomas Grassi is live on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. And have a good one. And don't fall off the tracks till next week.